Good Thursday morning, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us here on THV 11 Plus as we continue THV 11 Morning News, rocking and rolling on the day before Friday. Hopefully some good traffic after dealing with yesterday. I mean, you guys deserve a break.
Oh.
An easy day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a few hiccups for sure. Yeah. Today so far so good. Tracy's going to be talking about how hot it's going to be. So especially before next week, I think you need to make sure that. What is it if you don't have antifreeze, I guess, in your car, your air conditioning won't work, right? Is that what it is? Or coolant?
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whatever you need, make sure it works.
Get that checked before next week because you want to make sure your air conditioner is working.
I'm trying to act like such a car guy right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that sounds right.
Yes.
I don't know. I just know when something goes, then the air conditioner doesn't work. Whatever that is, make sure that it's working.
It's the coolant.
Some kind of coolant.
Coolant. Do it, yes.
So this is what's going on our roads right now. Not a lot. I mean, this is on Interstate 40 around North Hills Boulevard. Just a beautiful morning. And we're not seeing a whole lot of volume just yet now that it's 7:01. But here in this hour, I'm sure that that's going to increase the closer we get to 8 o'clock. But for now, things are looking good, as you can see with our live traffic map. We don't have any issues, just all green. Starting to slow down a little bit on I-30 around Alexander. But we'll check that and more coming up in a few minutes.
All right, we are talking again about the heat. We're going to jump from the 7-day here in just a second as soon as my stuff loads. There it is. For your hour-by-hour forecast for today, we are looking for plenty of sunshine. We may see a few more clouds rolling in a little bit later today. Not really looking for any showers. Anything that we could see maybe in the northern half of the state, but it's just going to start getting warm. You know, today's manageable. The highs in the low 90s and that heat index right around 98, 99. But as we're heading into the next few days, it's just going to get hotter and hotter and hotter. You see the trend. Looking tomorrow, again, 92. Again, not necessarily a big jump, but the heat index is going to jump over that 100-degree mark around 102. And then as we're heading into the weekend, those mid to upper 90s are here. And you think, well, that's enough. Again, hot and humid. Heat index values will be anywhere 107, 108, but we're going to get even warmer as we're heading into Monday and Tuesday. I think that's where we'll top out. But temperatures could get right around that 100-degree mark. But we'll talk more about it coming up in just a couple of minutes.
We begin this hour with a crime alert. Almost a dozen people accused of taking part in a major meth trafficking ring are set to appear in federal court today in Little Rock.
Federal prosecutors say more than 20 people are charged in all after U.S. Marshals spent this week making the arrests. Investigators allege the group was moving large amounts of meth across central Arkansas and the Delta.
The indictment identifies Christerius C.J. Wooten as the alleged leader, while prosecutors say the drugs were supplied by a California man and shipped to Arkansas through the mail.
Here are booking photos of some of those suspects being held now in the Pulaski County Jail. 20 defendants are to appear in court today, with 3 others set to appear later this month.
Meanwhile, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office is investigating the death of a 74-year-old woman, and her caregiver is now under arrest. Deputies say they responded to a welfare check at a home on Osage Drive, where Michael Morrison told them Evelyn Crease had disappeared. Investigators say his account quickly unraveled, and they later found Crease's body. Morrison is currently charged with abuse of a corpse.
Drivers with a lead foot may want to ease off the pedal. Arkansas State Police have a message this morning to slow down. Troopers are stepping up patrols across the state as part of a month-long crackdown on speeding. THV 11's Maya Ellison takes a closer look at the effort to keep drivers safe.
Well, driving along the interstate and roadways here in Arkansas, you might notice an increase of police presence. Well, Arkansas State Police say it's all a part of a new campaign, one that's aimed at keeping you safe behind the wheel.
We're trying to save lives by promoting these campaigns. You know, just slowing down and giving yourself more time to react to the traffic in front of you.
That's the message Arkansas State Police Captain Brad Land says is driving this year Speeding Slows You Down campaign. The nationwide enforcement effort runs through July, encouraging drivers to obey the speed limit while troopers increase patrols across the state.
A lot of times just being visible is a deterrent alone, but we're really stepping up for those saturation patrols or you'll see us out making a lot of traffic stops, trying to slow those motorists down.
Captain Land says troopers have made more traffic stops since the campaign began, something he says is common during the busier summer travel season.
There's a lot of people out and about. Speeding is not just breaking the law, but it's also breaking lives.
Now, preliminary numbers in Arkansas show both crashes and fatalities are down compared to this time last year. But Captain Land says even one speed-related death is too many.
So go ahead and slow down, watch those speed limit signs.
Still nationwide, speeding remains one of the leading causes of deadly crashes. Last year, 139 of the state's 603 traffic fatalities were linked to speeding. Captain Land says those numbers are a reminder that choosing to slow down can save lives.
We all seem like we're in a hurry most of the time, but if we slow down just a little bit, it could prevent an injury or fatality.
In Little Rock, Maya Ellison, THV 11 News.
Maya, thank you. Again, the campaign runs until July 31st. You can find more information on our website, thv11.com.
Developing this morning, the city of Hampton has voted to disband its police department, putting law enforcement responsibilities in the hands of the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office if a final agreement is approved. City leaders say staffing problems forcing the decision. Now, they say the department went from 3 full-time officers and 1 part-time to no officers, just a matter of weeks, leaving the sheriff's office to help cover calls. Mayor Rick Shiren of Hampton says contracting with the county makes more financial sense. Calhoun County Sheriff Vernon Morris says he has requested 2 more deputies to handle the additional workload. The vote on the change was not unanimous, however, with 1 council member raising concerns about oversight.
With having the sheriff's department in the city, they can kind of watch out for each other. At this point, we now have 1 law enforcement agency. They had basically already made their mind up, and it was very transparent to the people working there, so they resigned.
Mayor Shiren says discussions about the arrangement have been ongoing for some time now. The agreement now heads to the Calhoun County Quorum Court for final approval later this month. Arkansas will receive more than $453,000 as part of a $45 million multi-state settlement with Cash App's parent company, Block Incorporated. Attorney General Tim Griffin making the announcement on Wednesday, saying the lawsuit accused the company of misleading users about the app's safety and failing to protect them from fraud. Under the settlement, Block must improve customer support, strengthen fraud protections, and stop making misleading claims about the platform.
New details are emerging in the death investigation of 18-year-old Nolan Wells, the college football player who disappeared after a 4th of July boating trip to an island off the Mississippi coast. His cell phone is now expected to play a key role in the investigation. His family's legal team and prosecutors have both agreed to have experts review the device after his mother raised concerns over possibly deleted information. Wells was last seen on Horn Island with friends, though they told investigators Wells chose to stay behind. After a 2-day search, his body was found on the island. Attorney Ben Crump says tips continue to come in as the investigation moves ahead.
The hope is that when this is presented to the grand jury, all relevant witnesses and evidence will be presented to them so that we can have a fair and impartial investigation.
Meantime, a funeral for Wells is set for Monday. The family is waiting for autopsy results as they continue to push for more information about what happened.
Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche is facing questions from senators as he tries to win full confirmation to lead the Justice Department.
Lawmakers are pressing President Trump's former personal attorney on his independence, the Jeffrey Epstein files, and a controversial $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund.
Now, outside witnesses, including an Epstein survivor, are set to testify on his nomination today. CBS News correspondent Jared Hill has the latest.
If confirmed, I'm very confident that you'll continue to do that superb job.
Some praise for Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche as he vies for the job full-time. But President Trump's former personal attorney faced skepticism from Democrats.
Todd Blanche represents only one client, an awful client, Donald Trump.
And some Republicans.
I'm not going to make a decision until I have to.
Wednesday, senators grilled Blanche over his role in the creation of the much criticized $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund, part of a settlement with the IRS over a leak of President Trump's tax returns. It would have allowed for taxpayer-funded payouts to go to people who claim they were targeted by the federal government, including pardoned January 6th defendants.
This is a problem. It should never be paid out.
There is no weaponization fund. The weaponization fund is dead.
Today, an Epstein survivor is on the witness list, one day after Blanche admitted to missteps in the DOJ's release of files related to the deceased convicted sex offender.
Any mistake that was made is not appropriate. And so, yes, I am sorry.
In another hearing, the president's pick for Director of National Intelligence, Jay Clayton, dodged questions on the 2020 election.
Who won the 2020 election?
I'm not going to do this with you.
Clayton said Joe Biden was certified as president, but wouldn't say who won. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
It is now 10 after 7. Let's send it back over to Ashley for a check of the roads.
Yeah, things are still looking really good on our roads around central Arkansas. We've seen a little bit of volume increase this morning in the last 10 minutes or so, now that we're in the 7 o'clock hour. But yeah, not bad. We're looking right now at Interstate 30. So this is around Alexander, anywhere from the Bryant Parkway exit, a little past Alexander. That's where we first start to see the volume increase in the morning. And we're seeing some slowdowns in that area. But we're going to start with the North Terminal interchange right now to see how things are going. And we're still at a normal speed. It was slowing down on the ramp from 40 to 30 a few minutes ago, but it looks like it's picked back up. And then going over here to Saline County into Little Rock, it looks like things are fine on Interstate 30 right now too. I saw a slowdown there. I guess a lot of people getting out and trying to get somewhere by 7:30 a few minutes ago, and now it's starting to decrease in volume. But I'm sure this is going to pick back up the closer we get to 8, so we'll give it another look here in just a few minutes. Right now, seeing how the weather is going with Tracy. She said something about 100, like the triple digits, so my ears perked up for sure on that.
Yeah, it could. By Monday and Tuesday, we're going to be flirting again with 99 to 100. So certainly possible, but whether we actually get over that threshold, it is going to be hot. And we're going to see these very warm temperatures continue into next week. It's time, though. It's a late part of July in Arkansas, but we're starting out this morning. I was just out in the weather garden. It's not so bad out there. It's 73. We are seeing quite a bit of humidity right now, but looking for that high today to finally bump back up into those 90s, 92 for a high. Partly cloudy skies, a bit more sunny right now, but we'll see a few more clouds increase as we're heading into the afternoon. And that heat index today right around 98, 99 degrees. Certainly manageable, especially when we talk about what is ahead. Now for the weekend, we're going to start to bump up again to those mid to upper 90s. We talked about that, 96, 97. And that's when we're going to start to see again Monday and Tuesday could go just a little bit more there. And I think that's where we'll peak, though, right around that 100-degree mark. And then we're going to still see, though, those mid to upper 90s through all of next week. So once we get that heat advisory in place, possibly portions of on Saturday and then definitely on Sunday, we'll probably keep that most of all next week.
For more than 100 years, this theater has been bringing people together. We take you inside its next chapter.